So do you also use Facebook lead ads to get more leads for your own business? Then this video is definitely for you. So hello all, welcome back to Pabbly, and in this video we are going to understand how to automatically add leads from Facebook lead ads to Pipedrive CRM. So like you, I also use Facebook lead ads to get more leads for my own business. And now what I want is that as soon as we receive a new lead from Facebook lead ads, I want to add that same lead details into my Pipedrive CRM as a new person. So to do this, we are simply going to create a connection between Facebook lead ads and Pipedrive, and we are going to create this connection without knowing any programming or coding language using an amazing automation software which is Pabbly Connect. So if you also want to create this amazing automation for your own business, then for that you have to come with me towards my screen. Welcome to my screen everyone. So let's get started and set up the connection between Facebook lead ads and Pipedrive. So I'm just going to open a new tab and search for the landing page of Pabbly Connect simply by typing pabbly.com/connect in my browser. Now it is opening the landing page of Pabbly Connect, and right now our Independence Day sale is going on. So if you wish to purchase Pabbly Connect for a one-time price, today is a great day and you can purchase it during the Independence Day sale. You will save a lot of money. Alright, I'm just going to move in further and create this connection, but before we move in further, I'll just show you something really helpful. This is the Pabbly community where automation users, business owners and marketers connect. Pabbly community is a space where users share their ideas, workflow tips, solutions and doubts. So if you're stuck at any step, the community is a great resource for guidance. And if you also want to join this amazing community, the link is given in the description box below. Make sure to check it out. Alright, I'm just going to go back towards the landing page of Pabbly Connect, and now without wasting any more time, I'm just going to move in further and create this connection. So over here we have two options. One is sign in and the another one is sign up for free. So if you are a new user, you can simply click on this sign up for free and you're going to get 100 of hours free every month to explore the application. But over here I'm an existing user, so I'm simply going to click on this button which says sign in, and once I'm just going to click on this sign in, it is opening all Pabbly apps, and over here you're going to see all the tools and applications offered by Pabbly. But in today's video we are going to use Pabbly Connect because we are connecting different applications. So I'm simply going to click on this access now right over here to access my Pabbly Connect account, and now it is opening the dashboard of my Pabbly Connect account. And to get started, I'm simply going to click on this button which is create workflow, and once I'm just going to click on this button, it is asking me to select the workflow builder. So we have two options, the new one or the classic one. So the new workflow builder is faster, flexible and ideal for those who want a modern interface, while the classic one on the other hand is stable, has a familiar approach and ideal for those who want to try it and test it setup. So you can use any one of this. I'm just going to use this new one, so I'm just going to go towards the select of the new one. Now I'm just going to simply enter the workflow name right over here as automatically add leads from Facebook lead ads to Pipedrive CRM. And now for the folder, I'm just going to simply select my folder which is automations. So on my dashboard you can see multiple folders which I've already created in which I save my workflows. So if you also want to create a new folder, you can simply go towards this create new folder button and create your own. I've already created many, so I'm just going to save my workflow in one of these only and click on this button which says create. And once I'm just going to click on this create, it is going to open the most important window of our automation, which is our workflow window. So this is the most important window because we have trigger and action in this. Trigger and actions are the two main principles on which our workflow is going to run. Trigger means when this happens and action means do this. So by this you can understand that the trigger starts the process while the actions are results towards the same. So over here I'm just going to simply select my trigger application as Facebook lead ads. So I'm just going to simply go towards this add trigger button, and now I'm just going to simply select my trigger application as Facebook lead ads. And now for the trigger event, I'm just going to simply select it as new lead instant and click on this button which says connect. And once I'm just going to click on this connect, it is saying add a new connection or select an existing connection. So if you have already connected your Facebook lead ads account with Pabbly Connect, you can simply go towards this select existing connection and then save. But if you haven't, you have to follow me, click on add a new connection, and then we simply have to click on this blue button which says connect with Facebook lead ads. And once I'm just going to click on this connect with Facebook lead ads, Pabbly is asking me to select the Facebook account to connect. So I'm just going to simply select the Facebook account. For that I'm just going to simply click on this continue. And once I'm I'm just going to click on this continue. Yes, my Facebook account is successfully connected with Pabbly Connect. And now it is asking me to select the page. So I'm just going to create this automation for this page, which is Digital Dynamics. And this is the page of my own digital marketing agency. So I'm just going to simply select the same page right over here, which is Digital Dynamics. And now for the lead gen form, I'm just going to simply select the form for which I want to create this automation. So this is the form for which I want to create this automation, which is lead ads form. So I'm just going to simply select it. You can select any another form for which you want to create this automation, or if you want to create this automation for all your lead gen forms, you can simply select all lead gen forms too. Alright, I'm just going to move on further. After selecting the page and the lead gen form, I'm just going to simply click on this button which says save and send test request. And once I'm just going to click on this save and send test request, it is saying waiting for webhook response. Alright, so we have to do a test submission in order to capture this webhook response. And how are we going to do that? For that, I'm just going to simply open a new tab and I'm just going to search for Meta for Developers. And then we're just going to simply open the landing page of Meta for Developers. And after opening this, we simply have to go towards this resources and then developer tools. And once I'm just going to come over here towards this developer tools, I'm simply going to scroll and look for lead ads RTO debug tool. And I'm just going to open this lead ads RTO debug tool. And after opening this, I'm just going to simply select the page and the form right over here. So I'm just going to simply select the page right over here. And then I'm just going to simply select the form. And now I'm just going to click on this preview form. And now I'm just going to simply fill in these details. Alright, I'm just going to simply fill in all these details right over here. I'm just going to fill in these details as test details, right? So for the first name, I'm just going to keep it as demo. Last name as lead, email as demo lead @pabblytudes.com. Then I'm just going to move on further and fill in the rest of the details too, like the phone number. So I'm just going to simply enter the phone number. Then I'm just going to simply keep the company name as PabCon. And now I'm just going to move on further, click on this continue and then submit. And once I'm just going to click on this submit, yes, you can see that with this we have successfully submitted this lead gen form, or you can say we have successfully created a test lead. Alright, so I'm just going to simply open my workflow, and over here going to see that Pabbly has successfully captured the response of our test lead. Be it the service of interest, the best time to contact, the first name, the last name, the email address, or the phone number, or the company name. All the details are captured right over here. And I'm just going to simply add these details into my CRM, which is Pipedrive. So what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to simply click on this add new action step. And now for the action application, I'm just going to simply search for Pipedrive and select Pipedrive. And now for the action event, I'm just going to simply select create a person and click on this connect. Now in order to create a connection between Pipedrive and Pabbly Connect, I'm just going to go towards this add a new connection. And it is asking me for the token, and to get this token, I'm just going to open my Pipedrive account, go towards this profile picture and then personal preferences, and then towards this API. And over here is the API token. So I'm just going to simply copy this API token and I'm just going to paste it right over here in my workflow. And after pasting this, I'm just going to simply click on this button which says save. And with this, we have successfully created a connection between Pipedrive and Pabbly Connect. Now it is asking me for the name, so I'm just going to simply enter the name of my lead right over here. But we are not going to enter it manually by typing it like this, but instead I'm just going to simply map it. So you must be wondering what is mapping. So mapping is a method by Pabbly which means inserting the data from the previous step. And when we insert the data from the previous step, automatically our data becomes dynamic and change with every new response received. So I'm just going to simply map the first name, put a space, and then the last name. Now for the label, I'm just going to simply keep it as hot lead. So I'm just going to only fill in the details which are required, like this phone number and this email address. Now the rest of the details are not required, so I'm just going to leave it as blank. If you wish, you can definitely fill it out too. Now I'm just going to simply click on this save and send test request. And once I'm just going to click on this save and send test request, we have received the positive response that we have successfully created a new person in Pipedrive. Alright, so I'm just going to simply open my Pipedrive account, and as you can see, a new person is created. You're going to see the same name, same email address, and the same phone number. Alright, so now what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to simply test this workflow in real time. Like we have successfully set up the connection between both of these applications, but we are just going to test in real time if it is working in real time or not. So what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to simply open my lead ads testing tool, and we're just going to create a new test lead. But we are just going to imagine that someone sees our lead ads, or you can say someone sees our ad on their Facebook and they fill in the lead gen form. And we're just going to check that when they fill in the lead gen form, automatically a person is getting created in Pipedrive or not, without any manual intervention. We are not going back towards towards our workflow to click on save and send test request. I'm just going to simply create a new lead and test this workflow in real time. For that, I'm just going to simply delete the previous lead and refresh the page. It is really important to delete the previous lead and refresh the page. Otherwise, your new lead will not be created, or you can say you will not be able to create a new lead. Once again, I'm just going to simply select the page in the form and click on this preview form. Once again, I'm just going to simply fill in this form right over here. Let's say for the first name, this time I'm just going to simply keep it as Ritika. For the last name, I'm just going to keep it as lead. For the email address, I'm just going to keep it as ritika@pabblytudes.com. Then I'm just going to move on further and I'm just going to simply enter the rest of the details too, like the phone number. So I'm just going to simply enter a dummy phone number. Then for the company name, I'm just going to keep it as Pabbly. And now I'm just going to simply click on this continue and then submit. And once I'm just going to click on this submit, yes, you can see that it is saying thanks, you are all set. Alright, so I'm just going to simply open my Pipedrive account, and as you can see that we have successfully created a new contact, or you can say person right over here, be the name, the email address or the phone number. All the details are exactly the same like we entered right over here during the test submission, and within seconds and in real time this person has been created as soon as I submitted the lead gen form. So yes, this is no magic, this is the power of automation which we have created right now. So yes, now go try this amazing automation for your own business too, because right now we are offering a free trial of Pabbly Connect. And while trying, if you have any questions related to the video or the workflow, you can directly comment on this video. And for your reference, I'm just going to simply attach the workflow link in the description box below. You can access my workflow and create it for your own company. See you in the next video with many more automation tips, everyone. Thank you for watching. So not only these applications, but with the help of Pabbly Connect, you can connect many more applications. So now if you have any doubts, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issues, you can follow this URL. And now go try this amazing automation for your own business too, because right now we are offering a free trial of Pabbly Connect.